Greetings and blessings. Welcome to the Catholic Worship Podcast. My name is Tom Lelio, and today I want to go over what's called the Communio, or the Communion Antiphons in the Church. For those of you who don't know, before the Second Vatican Council, when we were using what's now known as the Extraordinary Form of Mass, the Trinity Mass, basically there was like one big hymnal. It was called the Graduale Romanum, and it was just this hymnal that everybody used and everybody knew, and it had all these chants and these psalm tones in it, and it was a really beautiful thing. It never really went away. But what happened was, in some documents it said, okay, we have these antiphons, but if you want to sing a suitable hymn, that's okay too. And as a result of that, people just started reverting to hymns, and the hymns just got, maybe sometimes you've gone to Mass and the hymns have nothing to do with the readings, or it's kind of a stretch. Well, that's the situation we're in now. Whereas back in the day, you had these readings, okay, and then you had these antiphons that went with the readings, so that the entire Mass, you're just, into your head, you were surrounded by this theme. And the entrance antiphon, which is called the introit, that was there, and that had, that was the first thing that you sung or said. And then during communion, you had another antiphon that was said. And in between the antiphon, what would happen was you'd have these psalm verses. So what the church was doing was showing, hey, here's the antiphon, and sometimes it would be a psalm, or sometimes it would be from the readings, like a gospel or something. And then to back it up, we have the psalms. And so there's just this beautiful thing. And a lot of music ministers are going back to that nowadays. Like, they're starting to see, like, hey, the church is giving us something beautiful. One of the obstacles we're falling into now, though, is it's in Latin, and they're in chant tones. And some chants are really easy, and some chants are mega hard. And so what I did is I wanted to look around and just see, okay, I wanted to dabble with this a little bit. So I found online, people kept saying, check out Richard Rice's Communio. And basically, Richard Rice is a composer who took these antiphons and these psalm tones, and he just tried to make them more accessible. So what he did, what I'm looking at, his work is Richard Rice, the Communio. It's a Latin antiphon with psalm verses in English. And what he did was he took the Latin and he made these beautiful psalm melodies, or these melodies for the psalms, but it's not, I can't really read it well, and I couldn't access it. And so I'm like, all right, for the antiphons, I'm just going to write my own little praise and worship contemporary kind of antiphon that people can really latch onto. But for the verses, I'm going to use the psalm tones. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to mix and match. I'm trying to bring them all together and see what would happen. It could be a train wreck. I really just want to see what you guys think. So this is from Richard Rice's Communio. It's his psalm tones for the verses, and my own little praise and worship chorus that hopefully the people could latch onto during communion. So here we go. Thou shalt accept a sacrifice of justice, oblation and whole burnt offering upon thy altar, O Lord. Have mercy on me, O God, according to thy great mercy. To my hearing thou shalt give joy and gladness, and the bones that have been humbled shall rejoice. Thou shalt accept a sacrifice of justice, oblation and whole burnt offerings upon thy altar, O Lord. Create a clean heart in me, O God, and renew a right spirit within my bowels. Cast me not away from thy face, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Thou shalt accept the sacrifice of justice, oblations and whole burnt offerings upon thy altar, O Lord. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and strengthen me with a perfect spirit. I will teach the unjust thy ways, and the wicked shall be converted to thee. Thou shalt accept the sacrifice of justice, oblations and whole burnt offerings upon thy altar, O Lord. O Lord, thy wilt open my lips, and my mouth shall declare thy praise. A sacrifice to God is an afflicted spirit, a contrite and humbled heart, O God, thou wilt not despise. Thou shalt accept the sacrifice of justice, oblation and whole burnt offerings upon thy altar, O Lord. Thou shalt accept the sacrifice of justice, oblation and whole burnt offerings upon thy altar, O Lord. Alright, so there are a couple mistakes with the chant part, but I think you get the point. I really want to make this a project of mine, so please let me know what you think. If it's got potential, if this is something you might want to use at your parish, and I'd love to look into it some more. So thanks for joining us, and God bless.